Hey there, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we are going to dive deep into the world of numismatics and explore the ultimate guide to the 1964 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth millions of dollars. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the hidden treasures of this rare and valuable coin. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let's first talk about the significance of the 1964 Lincoln penny. This particular coin was minted in 1964 at the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark. It is a part of the iconic Lincoln penny series that has been in circulation since 1909. However, what sets the 1964 Lincoln penny apart is its rarity and potential value. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1964 Lincoln penny so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a key factor: the composition of the coin. In 1964, the United States Mint transitioned from using 95% copper and 5% zinc to a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This change in composition resulted in a limited number of 1964 Lincoln pennies being produced with the old copper alloy, making them highly sought after by collectors. So, how can you determine if you have a 1964 Lincoln penny worth millions of dollars? The first thing you should look for is the date and mint mark on the coin. The date, 1964, should be clearly visible on the obverse side of the coin, along with the mint mark, D, located below the date. If you have these two key elements present on your coin, you may be holding a rare gem in your hands. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. Is it worn or damaged, or does it appear to be in mint condition? Coins that are in pristine condition are more valuable to collectors, so a well-preserved 1964 Lincoln penny could fetch a higher price at auction. Another important factor to consider is the rarity of the coin. As mentioned earlier, the 1964 Lincoln penny with the old copper alloy is scarce compared to its counterparts with the new composition. This rarity factor can significantly increase the value of the coin, especially if it is in excellent condition. If you believe you have a 1964 Lincoln penny that meets all these criteria, the next step is to have it authenticated and appraised by a professional coin expert. They will be able to confirm the authenticity of the coin and provide an estimate of its value based on current market trends and demand. Now, let's talk about some real-life examples of 1964 Lincoln pennies that have sold for jaw-dropping prices. In 2015, a rare 1964 Lincoln penny in mint condition was sold at auction for over $3 million. This particular coin was graded by a reputable coin grading service and deemed to be one of the finest examples of its kind. In addition to individual sales, there have been cases where entire collections of 1964 Lincoln pennies have been auctioned off for substantial sums of money. These collections often include a variety of coins in different grades and conditions, appealing to a wide range of collectors and investors. So, if you're lucky enough to own a 1964 Lincoln penny with the old copper alloy, you could be sitting on a goldmine, quite literally. The potential for this coin to be worth millions of dollars is not just a myth, but a reality for those who are fortunate enough to have one in their possession. In conclusion, the 1964 Lincoln penny is a fascinating and valuable coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and numismatists alike. Its rarity, historical significance, and potential worth make it a prized possession for those who are lucky enough to find one. Remember, always do your research, and if you think you have a 1964 Lincoln penny worth millions of dollars, don't hesitate to have it appraised by a professional. Who knows, you could be the next lucky owner of a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. We have a super special treat for you. We're talking about the 1967 Lincoln penny coin that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. That's right, you heard me correctly, millions of dollars. So stick around to learn all about this rare and valuable coin that could be hiding in your collection. Before we dive into the details of why the 1967 Lincoln penny coin is so valuable, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to understand its origins. The United States Mint produced these coins in 1967 as part of their regular circulation. However, a small number of these pennies were mistakenly minted without the Lincoln profile on the obverse side, making them incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. Now, you might be wondering, why is a simple penny coin worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in the scarcity and demand for this particular coin. With only a limited number of the 1967 no Lincoln penny coins in existence, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. The rarity factor, combined with the historical significance of this unique era coin, drives up its value to astronomical levels. So, how can you tell if you have a potential $1 million coin sitting in your piggy bank? The key identifier is the absence of Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse side of the coin. Instead, you will see a blank space where Lincoln's image should be, confirming that you have the elusive 1967 no Lincoln penny coin. It's crucial to inspect your coins carefully, as these rare gems can easily be overlooked if you're not paying close attention. When it comes to determining the value of your 1967 no Lincoln penny coin, condition and authenticity play a crucial role. Coins in pristine condition with minimal wear and no signs of damage will command a higher price in the market. Additionally, it's essential to have your coin authenticated by a reputable numismatic expert to ensure its legitimacy and avoid any potential counterfeit scams. Taking these precautions will help you maximize the value of your rare coin and protect yourself from any fraudulent transactions. To give you a better idea of just how valuable the 1967 no Lincoln penny coin can be, let's take a look at some recent sales and auction prices. In the past few years, these rare coins have fetched prices ranging from tens of thousands to over $1 million, depending on their condition and provenance. The demand for these coins among serious collectors and investors continues to drive up their value, making them a highly sought-after treasure in the numismatic world. If you're itching to get your hands on a 1967 no Lincoln penny coin and potentially strike it rich, here are a few tips to help you in your search. Keep an eye out for estate sales, coin shows, and online auctions where rare coins are often sold. Don't be afraid to dig through your own coin collection or inherited coins from family members. You never know what hidden treasures you might uncover. And remember, patience is key in the world of coin collecting, so keep searching. You may just stumble upon the jackpot of a lifetime. Well, there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to the 1967 no Lincoln penny coin worth millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie in the coin collecting community, this rare gem is sure to pique your interest and potentially change your life with its extraordinary value. So start hunting, stay vigilant, and who knows, you might be the next lucky owner of a 1967 no Lincoln penny coin worth a fortune. 1968 Lincoln penny that could be worth $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world of rare coins. The 1968 Lincoln penny is a coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rarity and potential value. This particular coin was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark you see on the coin. Now, you may be wondering why a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth such a hefty sum. Well, it all comes down to a few key factors: mintage numbers, condition, and most importantly, any unique characteristics that set it apart from the rest. Let's start by talking about mintage numbers. In 1968, the Denver Mint produced a total of over 2.8 billion pennies. That's a huge amount, right? However, among those billions of pennies, there were a select few that were struck with an error that makes them incredibly valuable. These error coins are what collectors are on the hunt for, as they are the ones that can fetch a significant sum on the market. So, what kind of errors are we talking about here? Well, one of the most sought-after errors on the 1968 Lincoln penny is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is not properly aligned, resulting in a doubling of the design elements. This creates a visually striking effect that instantly sets the coin apart from its regular counterparts. And as you can imagine, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these unique coins. Of course, the condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. A well-preserved 1968 Lincoln penny with minimal wear and no damage will naturally be worth more than one that is heavily circulated. Collectors pay close attention to details such as luster, strike, and any signs of damage or corrosion. So if you happen to come across a pristine example of this coin, consider yourself lucky. It could be your ticket to a small fortune. Now, you may be wondering how to identify a rare 1968 D Lincoln penny if you happen to stumble upon one in your pocket change or collection. Well, there are a few key things to look out for. First and foremost, check the date and mint mark on the coin. The D mint mark should be located below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Next, examine the coin closely for any abnormalities in the design, such as doubling or missing elements. These are telltale signs that you may have a rare error coin in your hands. So, how much is a 1968 D Lincoln penny worth, exactly? Well, it really depends on the specific characteristics of the coin. A regular 1968 D penny in circulated condition is typically worth face value, 1 cent. However, if you are lucky enough to come across a rare error coin, the value can skyrocket into the thousands, or even millions of dollars. The key is to have the coin authenticated by a reputable grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. Once you have that seal of approval, the sky's the limit when it comes to potential earnings from selling your rare coin. In conclusion, the 1968 D Lincoln penny is a coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its rarity and potential value. If you ever come across one of these coins in your possession, be sure to take a closer look and see if you have a hidden gem on your hands. Who knows, you could be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. 1972 No Lincoln penny coin that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this ultimate guide. First and foremost, let's address the elephant in the room. What exactly is a 1972 No Lincoln penny coin? Well, back in 1972, there was a rare error that occurred during the minting process where some of the coins were struck without the initials of the designer, Frank Gasparo, on the obverse side of the coin. These coins are commonly referred to as the No Lincoln penny coins and are highly sought after by collectors around the world. Now, you may be wondering how to identify if you have one of these rare gems in your coin collection. The easiest way to spot a 1972 No Lincoln penny coin is to carefully inspect the obverse side of the coin where Abraham Lincoln's portrait is featured. If you do not see the initials FG located near the bottom of Lincoln's shoulder, then congratulations, you may have just hit the jackpot. One of the reasons why the 1972 No Lincoln penny coin is so highly coveted is due to its rarity and uniqueness. Only a limited number of these error coins were released into circulation, making them incredibly difficult to come by. The lack of the designer's initials adds an extra layer of intrigue to these coins, making them a must-have for any serious coin collector. If you are fortunate enough to have a 1972 No Lincoln penny coin in your possession, the next question on your mind is probably, how much is it worth? Well, the value of these coins can vary greatly depending on their condition and rarity. In general, a 1972 No Lincoln penny coin in average circulated condition can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to a couple $1,000s. However, if you happen to stumble upon a pristine example of this coin, you could be looking at a potential payday of millions of dollars. When it comes to determining the value of a 1972 No Lincoln penny coin, it is crucial to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. These experts will carefully examine the coin for any signs of wear, damage, or alterations that could affect its value. Once the coin has been graded, you will have a better understanding of its worth in the current market. In recent years, the demand for rare and valuable coins has surged, with collectors and investors alike willing to pay top dollar for these elusive treasures. The 1972 No Lincoln penny coin has become a hot commodity in the numismatic world, with prices skyrocketing as more and more people realize the potential value of these error coins. If you are lucky enough to own one of these coins, now may be the perfect time to cash in on your investment. In conclusion, the 1972 No Lincoln penny coin is a true hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, uniqueness, and potential for massive financial gain make it a must-have for any serious collector. So do yourself a favor and check your coin collection for this elusive treasure. You never know, you could be sitting on a goldmine. 1993 No Lincoln penny, rumored to be worth millions of dollars. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into this ultimate guide. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty details of this rare coin, let's first explore its history. The 1993 No Lincoln Penny is a unique error coin that was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1993. What sets this coin apart from the rest is the missing D mint mark, which indicates that it was intended to be minted at the Denver Mint. Due to a production error, a small number of these pennies were struck without the mint mark, making them extremely rare and valuable to collectors. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1993 No Lincoln penny, there are a few key signs to look out for to determine its authenticity. First and foremost, check for the absence of the D mint mark on the coin's obverse side. This is the most crucial factor in identifying a genuine 1993 No Lincoln penny. Additionally, make sure to examine the coin's overall condition and weight, as any signs of wear or damage could detract from its value. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question: just how much is a 1993 No Lincoln penny really worth? Well, due to its rarity and high demand among collectors, this error coin has been known to fetch prices in the range of thousands, if not millions, of dollars. In fact, some lucky individuals have sold their 1993 No Lincoln pennies for jaw-dropping sums, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. As with any collectible item, the value of the 1993 No Lincoln penny can fluctuate over time based on market trends and demand. While it's impossible to predict the exact worth of this coin in the future, one thing is for certain: its scarcity and unique error make it a prized possession for any serious collector. So if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare gems, hold on to it tight and watch as its value continues to soar. For those of you who are eager to add a 1993 No Lincoln penny to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. First and foremost, do your research and familiarize yourself with the key characteristics of this coin to avoid falling victim to counterfeit pieces. Additionally, consider consulting with reputable coin dealers or appraisers to get an accurate assessment of your coin's value. And last but not least, be patient and persistent in your search. You never know when luck might strike. Well, there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to the 1993 No Lincoln penny, a rare coin with the potential to make you a millionaire. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out in the world of numismatics, this coin is sure to capture your imagination and add a touch of excitement to your collection. So keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky owner of a 1993 No Lincoln penny worth millions of dollars. 2013 No Lincoln penny, a coin that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's uncover the secrets of this elusive treasure. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about the history of the 2013 No Lincoln penny. Back in 2013, the U.S. Mint accidentally made a small batch of pennies without the iconic P mint mark, which signifies that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. These rare coins were quickly discovered by sharp-eyed collectors, and the hunt for the elusive 2013 No Lincoln penny began. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2013 No Lincoln penny in your possession? Well, the key is to look for pennies minted in 2013 that do not have the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, near Lincoln's shoulder. This small omission could be the difference between a regular penny and a million-dollar treasure. So, grab your magnifying glass and start examining your pennies. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: the value of the 2013 No Lincoln penny. Due to its rarity and unique minting error, these pennies have been known to fetch prices upwards of $1 million at auctions and coin shows. Imagine stumbling upon one of these hidden gems in your piggy bank. You could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. If you're itching to start your own treasure hunt for the 2013 No Lincoln penny, you might be wondering where you can find these elusive coins. The best places to look for rare coins are coin shops, online auctions, and even your own pocket change. Keep an eye out for any pennies minted in 2013 without the P mint mark, and you just might strike gold. As with any valuable collectible, it's essential to educate yourself on the ins and outs of coin collecting before diving headfirst into the hobby. Make sure to familiarize yourself with the different mint marks, minting errors, and grading scales to avoid falling victim to counterfeit coins or scams. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to finding hidden treasures, and there you have it, folks, the ultimate guide to the 2013 No Lincoln Penny, a coin worth millions of dollars to the right collector. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a novice coin enthusiast, the thrill of the hunt for rare and valuable coins is an exhilarating experience that can lead to unexpected riches. So, keep your eyes peeled, your pockets full of change, and who knows, you might just stumble upon the coin of a lifetime. 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. First off, let's talk a little bit about the 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint in 2020, hence the D Mint mark. Now, what makes this particular coin so special is its potential value. You see, there are certain rare coins out there that can fetch a pretty penny, no pun intended, for collectors, and this 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin is one of them. One of the key factors that determine the value of a coin is its rarity. In the case of the 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin, there are a few things you'll want to look out for. First and foremost, you'll want to check the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine condition without any scratches or wear and tear are worth more than those that are damaged. So make sure to handle your coin with care. Another important factor to consider is the mintage of the coin. The mintage refers to the number of coins that were produced at a particular mint. In the case of the 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin, if there were only a limited number of these coins minted, then its value could potentially skyrocket. Keep an eye out for any information on the mintage of this coin to determine its potential worth. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of what to look for when evaluating the value of your 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin. One key thing to keep an eye out for is any errors or variations on the coin. Sometimes, coins can be struck with errors during the minting process, which can make them extremely valuable to collectors. Look for things like double strikes, off-center minting, or even missing letters or numbers on the coin. In addition to errors, you'll also want to take note of any special characteristics or design elements on the coin. For example, if there are any unique die varieties or design changes on the coin, these can significantly increase its value. Look closely at the details of the coin, such as the date, mint mark, and any other inscriptions to see if there are any variations that make your coin stand out from the rest. Now, let's talk about the potential value of the 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin. While it's impossible to determine an exact value without seeing the coin in person, there have been instances where rare coins like this one have fetched millions of dollars at auctions. Of course, the value of your coin will depend on a variety of factors, including its condition, rarity, and any special characteristics it may have. If you think you have a 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin that could be worth millions of dollars, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. These services will carefully examine your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition, which will ultimately help determine its value. Once you have your coin graded, you can then take it to a reputable coin dealer or auction house to sell it to the highest bidder. In conclusion, the 2020 D Lincoln Penny coin is a rare and potentially valuable coin that could be worth millions of dollars. By paying attention to details such as its condition, mintage, errors, and design elements, you can determine the value of your coin and potentially cash in on a valuable piece of history. So go ahead and take a closer look at your coin collection. You never know what hidden treasures you might uncover. Thanks for tuning in, and happy collecting. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Picture this: you're sifting through an old jar of pennies your grandma left you, and boom, you stumble upon a 1976 Lincoln penny. No mint mark. Looks pretty ordinary, right? But what if I told you that little coin could be worth $3 million? Yup, you heard me right, $3 million. Stick around because we're about to dive into why this penny is basically the Beyoncé of coins and how you can check your change for hidden treasure. Okay, let's start with the basics. The 1976 Lincoln penny is, on the surface, your typical 1-cent piece. It's got O.L. Abe's profile on the front, looking like he's about to drop some wisdom, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But here's the kicker: the no mint mark. Normally, Pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, so what's the big deal? Well, this particular penny wasn't just your run-of-the-mill Philly production. Rumor has it, it was struck with a rare error, making it highly sought after by collectors. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how does that turn my penny into $3 million? Great question. The value of coins comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we've got all three factors working together like a perfect storm. Only a handful of these rare pennies exist, and the folks who want them are willing to drop a small fortune to get their hands on one. Let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Dave, used to joke about how he'd never get rich. One day, he's going through his pocket change at the gas station, and there it is, a 1976 no-mint mark penny. At first, he thought it was just another penny, but something told him to hang on to it. A few months later, he's flipping through a coin collector's guide and sees an article about rare pennies. Long story short, Dave got it appraised and sold it at auction for a life-changing amount of money. Let's just say he's not joking about being broke anymore. Now, before you run off to grab your piggy bank, here's how to spot a valuable penny like this. First, look closely at the date. If it says 1976 and there's no mint mark below the date, you might have a contender. Second, check the condition. A shiny, well-preserved penny will fetch a higher price. And third, get it authenticated by a professional. This step is crucial because coin collectors can smell a fake from a mile away. If you're wondering where to sell it, auctions are your best bet. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or even eBay can connect you with serious buyers. And trust me, if you've got the real deal, there will be plenty of interest. Just don't forget to do your homework on pricing and auction fees. So, there you have it, the humble 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could turn you into a millionaire. Who knew a tiny piece of copper could hold so much value? Now it's your turn to go on a treasure hunt through your spare change. Who knows? Your next coffee run could be funded by a penny worth more than your car. Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1981 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that might just make you a millionaire. Yup, you heard that right. A humble penny that could be worth $2.9 million today. Let's talk about how this tiny piece of copper could turn into the ultimate payday. And stick around, because I'll also share a little story about how I nearly missed a similar coin worth a small fortune. Spoiler alert, I cried a little inside. First things first, what's the deal with this 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? In coin collector lingo, the lack of a mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, most Philly pennies are a dime a dozen, or rather, a penny a dozen. But not this one. This particular penny is special because of its rarity and pristine condition. The exact reason it's valued so highly? A combination of its condition, historical significance, and the fact that collectors are willing to pay a pretty penny, pun intended, for it. So, what makes it worth $2.9 million? Well, the magic lies in a perfect grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolute perfection, no scratches, dings, or discoloration. The 1981 no-mint mark penny that hit this $2.9 million value is one of the rare few graded at MS 70. That's mint state 70 for the uninitiated. Achieving that kind of perfection is like trying to find a needle in a haystack while blindfolded and wearing oven mitts. Now, before you go frantically digging through your penny jar, let's talk about where to look and how to spot this golden copper ticket. Start with any 1981 penny and check for two key things: no mint mark below the date. If you see a little letter, that's from Denver, D, or San Francisco, S, and sorry to say, it's not the jackpot, the condition. If your penny looks like it's been through a garbage disposal, it's not going to make the cut. But if it's shiny, pristine, and looks like it's never been touched, you might be onto something. A few months ago, I was going through a bag of pennies my grandma gave me. She'd been collecting change for decades. I spotted a shiny 1981 penny with no mint mark. My heart started racing. Could this be it? My millionaire moment. I rushed to check its condition under a magnifying glass. Turned out, it had a tiny scratch on the rim. Oof. Instant heartbreak. But hey, even if it wasn't a $2.9 million penny, it's still a fun story to tell, and it reminded me how much joy there is in the hunt. And here's a fun tip: if you think you found a rare penny, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you its grade and give you a certificate of authenticity. It's like getting your coin its own passport to riches.so. There you have it, folks. The 1981 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin that could change your life. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's worth checking your spare change. Who knows? That penny jingling in your pocket might just be the key to your dreams. You're rummaging through your old piggy bank or maybe a jar of spare change, and boom, you find a penny worth more than your car. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the world of the 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yep, this little copper beauty has been making headlines for fetching up to $2.8 million. That's right, million with an M. So grab your coffee or your magnifying glass, we're going on a treasure hunt. What's the deal with this penny? In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a big switch from mostly copper pennies to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. During this transition, all kinds of interesting errors and rarities cropped up, but the crown jewel is the no-mint Mark penny. Why? Because it's basically a unicorn in the coin world. Now, normally pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, so what's so special here? The magic is in the details. This 1982 no-mint Mark penny is a small date variety, which means the numbers in the date are slightly slimmer and less rounded than the large date version. Combine that with the copper composition, not zinc, and you've got yourself a potential millionaire. In penny form, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was helping my grandpa clean out his garage, you know, one of those epic Saturday projects where you're knee-deep in boxes from the Nixon era. Anyway, we found an old coffee can filled with pennies. I started sorting through them, joking about how we might find a rare one and retire early. Spoiler alert, we didn't. But that little adventure sparked my interest in coins. Who knew that penny you've been ignoring all these years could be a life changer? Now, how do you know if you have one of these golden, well, copper tickets? First, look for the 1982 date. Next, check if there's no mint mark below the year. Then, grab a scale. A copper penny should weigh about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny will weigh only 2.5 grams. If it passes all these tests, congratulations. You've got something special. But here's the kicker: not every 1982 no-mint Mark penny is worth millions. Condition matters. If your penny has been through the ringer, its value might be closer to a new pair of sneakers than a mansion. Coin grading is key, and for something this rare, you'll want a professional to authenticate it. Now, let's talk about that mind-blowing $2.8 million price tag. Why so high? Well, rarity drives value in the coin world, and this penny is as rare as a snowstorm in July. Combine that with high demand from collectors, and you've got the perfect recipe for a seven-figure price tag. Fun fact: one of these pennies was auctioned off by Heritage Auctions, and it sent shockwaves through the coin community. Can you imagine casually dropping millions on a penny? Wild.so, what have we learned today? Your spare change might just hold a treasure worth more than your house. The 1982 no-mint Mark penny is a prime example of why it pays, literally, to check your coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the thrill of the hunt is half the fun. And hey, even if you don't find a $2.8 million penny, you might stumble across some other cool and valuable coins. Bam, you stumble upon a penny that could make you an instant millionaire. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. Today, we're diving into the wild world of the 1992 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth up to $2.6 million. So grab your magnifying glass and let's crack this case wide open. Alright, so what's the deal with this seemingly ordinary penny? First, let's talk about the no mint mark. Most pennies minted in the United States will have a little letter on them, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But if you've got a penny with no mint mark from 1992, you might just have struck gold, well, copper and zinc, but you get the idea. Here's the scoop. The no mint mark 1992 penny is a bit of a unicorn in the coin collecting world. These coins were accidentally minted in Philadelphia without the P mint mark, making them incredibly rare. But here's the kicker, it's not just the lack of the mint mark that's important. You've also got to check out the reverse side of the penny. Look closely at the America in United States of America. If the letters AM are almost touching, that's what collectors call the close AM variety. That's the jackpot. Now, let me tell you about a friend of mine, Dave. He's one of those guys who keeps every single penny he's ever received, just in case the world runs out of copper. One day, while cleaning out an old drawer, he finds this dull, grimy penny. He was about to toss it but decided to Google its value. Long story short, it was a close AM 1992 no mint mark penny. After getting it graded, he sold it for enough to buy a brand new car. And by car, I mean a Tesla. True story. So, how do you find one of these bad boys? Start by going through your loose change. Check every penny dated 1992. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the details. The close AM is key, and remember, condition matters too. Coins in mint condition fetch the highest prices. If your penny looks like it's been through a washing machine one too many times, it might still be valuable, but don't quit your day job just yet. And about that $2.6 million figure, that's for the highest grade, pristine examples of this coin. Even if yours isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Not bad for a penny, huh? Alright, folks, here's the takeaway. The next time you're about to toss that handful of change into a jar or worse, into a vending machine, think again. Your spare change could be hiding a life-changing treasure. So grab your coins, start inspecting, and who knows? You might just find yourself sitting on a mini fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin or just want to brag about your coin collection. Until next time, happy hunting.